Oh my God, we hadn't even started, and here's Honey Badger. What's up, man? Ooh, Ronky. That's a name I haven't seen in a while. How are you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Look, I got new headphones. And no, I do not support them as a team, but they did win their very first Champions League today. So congratulations to the French Giants, Paris Saint-Germain. I can't believe they had never won. That actually shocked me. Maybe because of all the things I say. Hey, CJ, thank you so very much for the 6 months. Welcome back. It was embarrassing. I didn't get to see the first half. I was busy doing something else. But the second half, oh my God. Oh my God. How is everybody doing? Welcome in, Badger. It's good to see you again. Feel like it's been forever. Was I just in your stream? Was that last night or? No, couldn't have been last night. I was too busy last night. But it's probably the day before. Was it Thursday? When was the last time you streamed? Aaron Opoku, like, how is he not trading well? He's literally doing nothing else. But welcome back. We are playing our save. It is Munyai over Europe. It is an FM tournament save in the style of Outcast Icons, as made famous by Second Yellow Card, which means that we are going to be moving around. And the goal is to win a European competition, but we cannot do it with a team that has already been in a European final. So we're keeping a running tab each year. We're currently in our first season with HANSA ROSTOCK in the Zweite Bundesliga in Germany. And we are running away with the league. We have found a tactic. We have something that works. I got to take this off. For some reason, because they're wireless headphones, there's a delay on my voice. So I'm hearing myself in echo, and it's driving me a little bit crazy. Also going on, just so you guys know, we simulcast these streams not only here on Twitch, but also on YouTube. Of course, that's going to sound weird to those of you on YouTube wondering, what do you mean you're on Twitch? But starting tomorrow, and I've got to update my YouTube. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be starting a new save on YouTube. Finally getting back into the YouTube thing. Now, it's going to be a little different than the ones that I've done before. Usually, the ones I do before are heavily not heavily edited, but they're well, some of them are heavily edited. The last series was pretty heavily edited because I really wanted to get bang, 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 bang on the highlights. But I wanted to do a save, one that was going to be easier for me to do, which meant that I wasn't going to be editing as much. So it's going to feel a lot more like a stream. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be going off on too many tangents, hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed. But I'm literally recording the video in real time. So everything we are doing, any flub, any is going to remain in there. I'm not going to be sitting there poring over it. What that means is I'm going to be able to be lots more consistent, I believe, with the uploads. Now, I'm still going to be kind of pre-recording because, like, there are going to be times where I'm going to have more time to do the episodes. Like, I'm not going to be able to have time every day to record an episode, especially because, you know, the episode, which is 20 minutes long, is only part of it because you're only getting the highlights of what I've done off camera and obviously the live commentary. I'm also going down to just one live commentary because doing two, really, one, it requires editing, which, because, like, you can't, unless you just want me to see me sit there fast forwarding through a week, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So there's only gonna be one live com, but I'm trying to go a little bit more in depth with what I'm doing, how I'm going through it. So I hope you guys join it. Now, what it's going to be, we've talked about it here on stream, so I'm actually implementing what we were discussing. It's a combination of a Youth Academy save and a Regionaire save. So we are taking a team. We're actually going to be in this very same league. We are in the Zweite Bundesliga. We are taking over SV Elversberg, which is located in the state of Saarland in Germany. Now, it's in the southwest of Germany. We're calling it South by Südwest. South by Southwest. I like the little play on words. And we are going to be limiting ourselves to the players that we start with. And this is a newly promoted team. So they're in the second tier, but they just came up from the third tier. We are limiting ourselves not only to the players that we get through our academy, but the players that we do bring in, aside from the academy players, of course, we can't control that. Every player that we bring in is going to be from Saarland, which is the smallest of the German states. There's only about like 40 or 50 communities throughout the entire state of Saarland. Most of the players I have found come from either Saarbrücken, which is like the big city. I could have done FC Saarbrücken, but I kind of didn't want to. Elversberg kind of caught my attention because they were involved. They are in real life in the Zweite Bundesliga, of course. They were involved in the Bundesliga promotion relegation playoff just last week against FC Heidenheim, which was the team, the Bundesliga team that they were facing. Elversberg came so close. They really did. And if they had done it, they would have been the smallest community to ever host a team in the German Bundesliga. There are only approximately 13,000 people. I want to make sure I get the name of this town right. That come from, I gotta blow this up. From, where is it? From Spießen-Elversberg. There are 13, as of the last census, there were 12,969,000 people. Oh, I've got the game on myself. I've got it right here on my phone, just sitting here on the, I got myself a little wireless charger, which kind of posts it up. So 0-0 right now between Dallas and the Philadelphia Union, 22 and a half minutes into the match. They're playing in Dallas. Where's the crowd? They have the entire stand on the far side just completely covered over. That's ridiculous. So we're going to be pulling from our academy. We're going to be pulling from Saarland. So I set up a filter, which I put in the name of every community that I knew of in Saarland. And I'm only searching for those players who made some moves, got things started, got a couple episodes in the camp. We're going to start that tomorrow morning on the East Coast. It's probably going to be around noonish or so in the UK and various parts of Europe. Trying to get Elversberg. Well, first off, the first year we're just trying to keep them up in the Zweite Bundesliga, but to get them up to the German Bundesliga and hopefully eventually knock off Bayern. So take someone from the big city, or take the team from the smallest community to the biggest city and see what we can do. Here, though, we're taking on Memmingen. It's our first time facing them. They're currently sitting in, I believe, 13th place in the Zweite Bundesliga. We are at the top of the table if you want to take a look at the competition here. That's us. We've won 14 of our 21 matches, only one loss so far on the season. I'm pretty sure that was to the last place team, which kind of sucks. Marcus Ponoth has kept 13 clean sheets. What's up, Not Me? How you doing? Other than that, Daniel Puls is second in tackles per 90 minutes, and those are the only players that we have at the top of the stat table. We are, as a team, just generally very well-rounded. Let me move this over. What the hell? Not what I intended. Spread this out a little. What is going on here? There we go. I mean, we've got Samuel Unsold with 11 goals. Lillian Egloff somehow with 7. Like, every time I look at him, I'm like, let's get this guy off of the pitch. 20-year-old Maxime Broyes got 4. So we're spreading it around. A couple of guys with 3, a handful with 2 as well. Meanwhile, Unsold also has 6 assists, which is pretty spectacular for one of our strikers. to do. But so we're a very, very well-rounded team. And I'm very excited about what we have been able to do so far. And again, we're going to have the age-old, what do we do at the end of the year? Because we are going to have a decision to make, whether we stick around or whether we stick around and play in the Bundesliga, try to get this team up into Europe, or if we move on and try to get ourselves another coaching badge. Right now, I'm kind of leaning to staying here. It's been, I made no bones about it. You're right. It is always about what jobs are available. We don't need Michael DeRosa, so he can go off if somebody really wants him. We don't have a head performance analyst? We don't have any performance analysts. How is that even possible? Well, we've got some positions to fill here. Give me a sec here. By the way, I forget who I got these from, but these views for the coaches and analysts are just absolutely fantastic. Okay, performance analysts need technical knowledge of analyzing data. Perfect. All right, so we're trying to get like a nice amalgamation of both, but I also want a good personality. And somebody who is going to kind of be simpatico with our system. So we get ambitious with a 4-3-3. Yeah, it's a 4-3-3 wide, but whatever. Well, Ronky, enjoy your lurk, my friend. How have you been, by the way? I mean, I realize I'm asking you a question as you lurk. They are, so I'm wondering kind of how I've been able to do that. Maybe I had somebody in place? Or maybe I've just been getting shitty information. We're on the road to nowhere. I don't know, but now we'll get some of those guys in. Do I not have nobody in my data hub? I've got an analyst report. Don't know what to say. Oh, wait, but that opposition analysis is kind of... Yeah, so I'm really... I almost didn't stream tonight because I was still playing the in-between stuff for the new YouTube save. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, so now I'm doing 2 saves in Germany. I get it. It just, I don't know, it appealed to me a little bit more. You're right, Cole. Maybe I have somebody else give me that information. Who is David Lechner? No, seriously, who is David Lechner? He's our fitness coach. Good sweet Lord. All right, so recruitment, we're going to get advice from our chief scout or director of football. I'm going to say chief scout. He knows more. Kevin Merhart's going to give us the development feedback. We'll get that from our Hoyd. Player reports, though, I think we're going to rely on our assistant manager for that. Youth development information, sure. Loan feedback. Let's put that on the chief scout. Coaching advice. We've been getting coaching advice from our director of football. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. Oh, hold on one sec. Oh, fuck. So the other reason I almost didn't stream is got myself a little heating pad here. My back has been god-awful today. Kind of started yesterday. I actually got this a few days ago. And I got into I didn't get into it, but had a little disagreement with the lady friend over it. So I could have bought this at CVS. But I also found the exact same thing on Amazon, and I could save $6. All I had to do, instead of getting it right away, I could get it delivered overnight, and so I had it for the next morning. So she was like, why are you suffering for another night? Why would you do that to yourself? That's stupid. And I'm like, I thought you'd appreciate the fact that I was saving the $6. She's a very frugal person. I mean, I love that about her. But I actually think she just disagreed with me because she wanted to disagree with me. Really hope she's not watching right now. Dominic Raymond, who are you and why are you so bad? 34 years old. It's our backup goalkeeper. He has just given up on training, man. He really, if I remember, he's a little unhappy. Dynamics are in a great place. We're gonna kick Memmington's butts all over the place. They're 17th, so they're next to last in the league. I think we're gonna be okay. So if I do like take a pause to like refill my coffee, get more water or something, it may take a little bit longer than normal just because it takes me a while to get out of this chair. You're at Disney World. You're at Disney World and you are watching me on Twitch. That is dedication. Not counting the PSG kits today for the final, you probably see more Man U kits than every non-Miami kit combined throughout the trip. Now, the one thing I'm going to say, like speaking of Miami, this is a Lionel Messi kit. So I do wear the kit with a little bit of pride because I do, it's the whole Argentina thing. 6 days. I love Disney, man. I haven't been in 20 years. Almost 20 years to the day. Are there any moves we need to make? I mean, Ruger is past the fitness test. Is a little short of full fitness. So maybe we start Vespa in his position, in his spot. Well, I kind of want to let's give Vufok the chance. We haven't really seen much of him. Now, I mean, Vufok, not really great on the match fitness. And Cole Andretta is happy. We knew he was unhappy. But Oli Jan being out, but Maxime Brode is going to come back in. That final was awful. I did not watch the first half. I watched the second, and I don't even remember Inter on the ball, like at all. Let's get Eker, Lazada in. Ruger can go on the bench because he's hurt. These guys, I got to figure out something to do with these guys. Can we make him... We have a B team, right? I don't even think our second team plays any matches, but I'm going to make him available anyway. Bear with me a moment. You know what? I'm just going to move him to the second team if I can. It was sad. And the youngest goal scorer in the Champions League history since like 2004. And he scored twice. He won the Prem in the UCL with Brighton. Ancelotti finally retired from Madrid, so you wanted to see if he could get the job there, maybe do a year as a joke. Didn't even get the interview opportunity. No, Kobe, why would you go do a new save? Or did you get the job at Sparta Rotterdam and then start a Dutch-only save? I do have to say, like doing a say like country only, region only is a little difficult in the beginning because you got to get that scouting in for those guys. So there aren't a ton of options in your first window. And in fact, my not giving anything away, no spoilers, but currently in my brand new YouTube save, the fans aren't very happy with me because of my transfer activity. All right, we got a Ponat and goal. Puels, Groys, Moisahund, and Vofok in the back. Svider, Landazuri, and Rochel in the midfield. Unsold, Brody, and Egloff. Oh, not me. I thought maybe you were hanging around a minute before you said hello. Yeah, so we're doing a new YouTube save. It's going to be starting tomorrow. It's essentially the one we've been talking about, but instead of Paris, I am doing the Saarland region of Germany. So we're with SV Elversberg, a town of 13,000 people. A team that almost made it into the Bundesliga through the promotion playoff this year. Because it's the smallest region in Germany. It was either there or I forget the name of the region all the way up north, right under Denmark, where I think it's where Kiel and St. Pauli are located. Although I think St. Pauli's in Hamburg or Hanover, which is its own little thing. So we're limiting it to our academy and only players from Saarland. And we're hoping to take this team from, with a 10,000-seater stadium in a 13,000-person town, up to the Bundesliga. And eventually to overtake Bayern Munich and whoever else may get in our way. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it more than I think I might have the Paris save. But who knows? Maybe we'll do the Paris thing for FC 2083. Of which I'm still shocked. I'm going to be honest. I'm still shocked that here we are. It's going to be June 1st. And it's June 1st for a couple of guys. Well, that's what I'm doing. The money's a little tight to begin with, so it's a bit of a challenge, and I might have to take a step backward to take a step forward. Hopefully, not with the league. But yeah, like I started off. I didn't have a lot of guys scouted. Now I do have a scouting filter set up with every town and municipality in Saarland. And the funny thing, and I set up a short list with all of those guys, and I have it set to keep those reports updated. So I'm always going to have information. Hopefully, Unsel's in. Oh, side angle shot, couldn't make it. Yeah, I didn't get to do a lot of activity in the first window, but it's fine because you know me, I have no problem kind of playing with what I'm dealt with at the start. There are some very good players I've come across. Most of them are from the town of Saarbrücken or the city of Saarbrücken. But I just have this set up, and then whenever I get like a scout report where the scouts are like, here are these suggestions or suggestions from agents or whatever. Oh, Landazuri. Oh, what the hell, man. You got to do better than that. So basically every scout report I get, I immediately go into information, see where they were born. If they were not born in Saarland, I just hit not interested and I move on. If they are in Saarland, I add them to the short list. So I have a short list right now that's just everybody. Everybody. Oh, Dallas with a red card. Second booking. They're down to 10 men 40 minutes in. Yeah, so the first season to me is very much keep our heads above water. The expectation is to avoid relegation or attempt to avoid relegation. Obviously, that's what I want to do. I don't want to get knocked down into the third tier. Obviously, if I did, I'd deal with it. But then the money issue would just become exacerbated. We do not have a single shot on target so far. I'm not giving myself a specific set time. I kind of need to see... Now, this is a little easier than the youth-only save, obviously. Oh, Egloff. Come on! That was a tough angle to shoot from, especially with... He had all that space to his left. Keeping it on his right foot was maybe not the best decision there. I don't have a specific set time. Sadly, a lot of our best players are loans. Like, we have this one 17-year-old winger. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. We have a 17-year-old winger who's a product of Bayern Munich. So we're like, as long as we got him, we're gonna use him and abuse him. I can't believe we're sitting at the top of the frickin' table. Absolutely dominating the league. And we're losing to the team in the relegation spots. Wait, are we at home? We are. I don't care if you guys are stressed. Work under pressure. But Nami, I was saying I'm doing the save a little bit differently, or at least the series a little differently. I've taken the production value down a notch. Kind of going back to basics. And I wanted to give it more of a flavor of the streams. So I start recording, I start talking. When I stop talking, it's the end of the episode. So I'm obviously doing a lot of work like off camera, but I'm not. It's not going to be like a highly packaged thing. I mean, obviously, I have a way I'm doing it, and it's forced me to take notes for the things that. Oh, that was almost a goal by Groys. Janka getting his hands on. I think it was probably going wide anyway, but I'll take a second attempt at the corner. Roschel in. Popped up. Haas will clear. Egloff's not going to get there. It's going to go out of play. So it's very start to finish. So the episodes generally are going to be a little on the shorter side. I'm only doing one live game per episode because, again, no editing. And without doing all the editing and production, it frees up my time to actually play the save and actually get episodes out on a regular basis. Oh, Landazuri, come on. You got to settle that shit down. Malzahund, we're going to be lucky if we get out of here with a point at this rate. This is just terrible. Our top scorer unsold is looking awful. Egloff isn't doing great. Landazuri is just lazy right now. Spider, unsold. Oh, come on. What was that touch? He literally took a touch out of the way. Oh, Nicholas Spider. What a strike by Nicholas Schweider. His first goal of the season. I thought all was lost when Unsold took that terrible touch. Great bend on that shot as well. Out of the reach of Janke. All right, let's go. Vufak. Brody loses it to Fabish. Haas. Svider knocks it away. Vufak sends him the other way. Egloff in traffic. Back for Svider. Vufak. Up the right. Brody. Plays it back. Roschel. Vufak to his left. And Umit Ojby clears it away. Malzahun pushes it forward. You know what? We're going to go attacking. Because right now, there we go, Maxime Brody. Goal number 5 on the year. And Rostock goes up 2-1. Yeah, so when I get off stream tonight, I'm going to upload the first episode, and I'm hoping to be able to do it literally every day. Now, obviously, like I was telling everyone, I'm kind of need to, record in what pockets of time I have, but it's literally, the putting together of the episode once I've recorded it. It's a 5-minute process, not counting processing time. As opposed to like an hour plus per episode I was editing, and it just the less time I need to spend editing, the more time I have to actually make the content itself. Into the middle, Malzahn, terrible clearance. Haas to Stockinger, save made by Ponoth, kept in Fabish. Stockinger again, that one's deflected over. It'll be a goal kick. So if you have not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please take a moment and do so right now. I mean, it helps anyway. Doesn't cost you a dime. But if you've never checked out anything I've done over there, now may be the time. I will warn you, I do talk a little fast, though, because I'm very cognizant of how long the episodes are. And of course, the first one's on the longer side, because I'm doing the whole team introduction thing, save introduction, and I played the first match of the season. I had to change that because seeing just HRO was driving me nuts. Roshel, Spider, Landazri. Got a lot of the guys on yellow cards. We may need to pull some off. Spider's all getting a little tired too. Landazri over the top, finds Unsold in the box. Back heel pass to Pools. Across looking for Spider. Long picks that off. Throws that long. Vufok's going to get under that one, however. Vufok making a rare start here. Spider will drop it back. Malzahn. Maybe it's time we set up these. In fact, you know what? While the action's going on, we're going to, what did I just do? Oh, I hit the opposition instructions. I'm like, what is going on here? Make a sub is what I want. Spider is going to come off, and we're going to bring in a Svante Ingolson. How much playing time has he gotten? Quite a bit at striker. But he's coming in as a midfielder for this one. We're going to leave our strikers in. Landazri is going to be replaced by Iker Lazada, coming back off of an injury. We're going to make those two changes when action is done here. Unsold with the shot right at Yanka's face. So it's deflected up and out. All right, so they have come in time for this corner. 72nd minute, Roshel is in. Franz will clear it out. Roshel's back. Egloff. Come on, Lilian. Get in there. 7 added minutes in the first half in Dallas. Jesus. I wonder what happened. Jeez. What would lead to that much time? I mean, I'll take a 2-1 victory, especially considering we were losing 1-0. Now, this win is going to now put us 7 points ahead of FC Nuremberg, 8 ahead of Herta Berlin. Now, they will still have a game in hand on us. So if they do manage to win their match, as things stand right now, they would remain 5 points behind. Fabish, though, wow. Wow. He was just wide open. Beautiful cross. Great header. These throw-ins, man, are so deadly. Especially if the guy who receives the throw-in, if he crosses it without passing it back to somebody else, if it's like one touch cross, it's almost always a goal. Unsold in the middle. Roshel taken out. It's cleared, and that's probably going to do it. Yeah, full time. We end up dropping the 2 points that I thought we had. Oh, we should have done so much better. I mean, at least we came back. We threw the bottle down 1-0, which was a risky maneuver. Managed to go up 2-1, but then at the death, giving up the goal. We haven't lost in 12 straight matches, which is fantastic. think we have Nuremberg next, if I'm not mistaken. Or am I getting my saves made? I've got 2 saves in the same league, which is very rare for me. I'm usually like country to country. No, we got St. Pauli on the road, then Dynamo Dresden home, Karlsruhe, then Nuremberg. There they are. I knew they were coming up on the slate at some point tonight. A hot summer night. Ooh, that did not taste good. In the city. I mean, Svider was so good in that match. So was Vufok. Vufok ended up with like a 7-9, I think, as a rating, as playing the right wing back spot. So I'm very happy to see that. I do love when we make these little moves that we're able to get something out of them. Like, it's not like a wasted thing. It's not like just we've got a guy in there for the one match. It's like just a body. Herta still hasn't played. And because we didn't win, we're only 5 points ahead in Nuremberg. Ugh. It's why I called the episode what I did. Can we finally start pulling away? I'm getting all kinds of notifications. I don't know what they're for. Oh, what a great name. Lala Sabubakar. And the other bad thing about this back thing, while I'm thinking about it, is obviously it's warm against my body, which is great. It does fantastic things for the muscle. But this room is hot as balls. I may have to get up and open that window behind me again. Closed it earlier because it was pouring. We got this nasty storm this afternoon. I heard rumors of... Wait, who's this guy? Oh, we did hire 2 performance analysts and a head. I thought we had only done the one. I'd heard rumors of Iker Lizada's out. I'd heard rumors of hail in the area. I don't think we got any around here, but it was like all of a sudden it was fine, and then oh my god. See, I'd go do it now, but I don't want you guys like to watch me try to struggle to get out of this chair. And I realize when I say that, it sounds like I'm like, I feel like I'm obese, like I'm like prying myself out of the chair. Standing up is like, it doesn't hurt when I'm sitting down, but when I try to get up, oh my God, it is awful. Let the water hold me down. I just think I need a little more support when I sleep these days. But I'm not going to get a new bed while I'm still here. I'm don't want to move anything to the new place when I get it. So I guess I'm going to suffer for a little bit. Now that you know I'm shitty, how are you all? That's 3 draws in a row? Well, technically, we lost in the quarterfinal. That was the last match we played last stream. Lost in the quarterfinal of the DFB Pokal, 1-1 to Nuremberg of all teams. I thought we were going to win that one pretty easily. And we ended up losing in a penalty shootout because, of course, like once you get in a penalty shootout, it literally is a crapshoot. And I find that the teams I manage tend not to win the penalty shootouts more often than not. I've won my fair share, but it's just so easy for somebody to screw up. Which is why I don't pick I mean, I guess maybe I should, but I tend not to pick my shooters myself. Because I tend to overthink myself. And when I do it, like the guy, I'm like, oh yeah, this guy I've got to get in. He's the one who ends up missing. I think it was in that Nuremberg match where the one we missed, he like shanked it. Not off the post, not off the crossbar, but just like 3 miles wide. All right, heading on the road up north to the northernmost team in the league in St. Pauli. Secretly one of my, probably my favorite team in the Bundesliga. I think I'm a St. Pauli fan. Do I want to make any changes? I mean, Ruger's back. There are some choices I definitely need to make because, like, Joshua Kvarshi was doing so well on that back line. We brought Groyce in on loan to be able to just kind of cover, but he's been playing well. Mauserhund's been playing pretty well. He's got a pair of goals in 25 appearances. Kvarshi's got 3 and an assist in 24, though. The question is, who do I guess Vespa comes out of the team. I mean, Vufak did well, but like Ruger's my guy. Ruger's the dude, so we're trying to get Ruger in there. Groyce has got to come out. I mean, now that Kvarshi's healthy again, take advantage of that pair up with him and Malzahn. I mean, I'm loving the connections that we are making. There's really no connection these guys can make. Egloff is a little bit gassed, though, so I'm going to bring Iker Lozada in. How suited is he for the... He's decently suited as a deep lying forward, so we're going to make those changes. Kvarshi's going to come in place of Sebastian Groyce. Ruger's coming back in at right back, and Lozada is going to replace Lilian Egloff, who was okay in the last match. He's actually got a nice rating for his last 5 matches, best of all 3 of our strikers. But he was also the one just that little bit knackered. And you know what? Screw Aaron Opoku. We're going to put Vespa back on the bench. So on the bench, it's going to be Reimann, Svante Ingelsson, Kaba, Girth, Vufak, Egloff, Vespa, Groyce, and Cole Andretta, who is, as you remember, unhappy with us because he's still here. The beautiful thing about this team, though, is so, like, going on the assumption we're getting promoted, things are looking pretty good at this point. We have less than a third of the season remaining, and we are still in the catbird seat, still in the driver's seat in the Zweite Bundesliga. If we were to stay, I don't have a tremendous amount of attachment to a lot of these players. So I think that it would be relatively easy for me, and you know how attached I tend to get. It would be relatively easy for me to be able to make those tough decisions of who stays and who goes. And part of that is pretty obvious in the fact that we've got our starters, and when we have to replace guys from the bench as a starter, the general inclination is, I've got to do that. And not the, I'm excited that so-and-so gets to play. I mean, Vufak was fantastic. I'm very glad that he did so well. But ultimately, I wasn't like, yeah, Vufak has to start the next match. Beautiful tiki-taka play. I think that's coming back. It's not. Christian Rodriguez. No, I know it's not a flaw you suffer from. It is definitely a flaw I suffer from, and I fully admit that. I am very well aware of that. Sorry, I'm adjusting the heating pad here. And I felt twinges as I was doing it, so let's lean back a little bit. Really just sliced us apart. I mean, it's the bang-bang passing. Great run by Rodriguez to cut across. Kept Malzahund on his left shoulder, took it on his right, and put it past us. St. Pauli, if things stand the way they are now, with the 3 points they would get, would move up into 8th place. We'd stay up top. Nuremberg is playing Hamburg. They're 0-0 right now. So, I mean, worst case scenario, we're still in first, but we'll only be in first by 2 points at that point. Landazuri, not enough weight on that. Unsold, though, picks it, shoots. Kastermeyer, able to get his hands on it, deflected out behind. That brilliant defensive play by the St. Pauli goalkeeper. Unsold in. Malzahund over. Oh. So very, very close. Let's try from the other side. Malzahund leaves it. Roschel. Outschweider. Malzahund across. Brody can't get there. It's cleared. It's another through ball that didn't quite make it. Really? No, I had not heard that. Who's in mind? And is it true? Did Liverpool actually sign? What's it now? I'm blanking on his damn name. Frimpong. Roschel knocked away. Comes to Unsold. His shot deflected. Kastermeyer able to make another masterful save. I saw Trent Alexander-Arnold has left the building. Frimpong and Florian Wirtz. What the Were they really saving that much money by getting rid of Trent? That's what I don't get. Like, how many world-class and near world-class players can one team have? Up for Unsold. Moves it to his right. He'll shoot along the pitch, and Kastenmeier makes the save. Now, I mean, the big breaking news of the day, though, is Everton made a signing. Everton actually made a signing. A, in a summer transfer window, and B, before the transfer window was closed. They have confirmed the permanent signing of Charlie Alcaraz. I know it's not the same as Frimpong and Wirtz. I get it. But as an Everton fan, this is huge. Or on the side. Iker Lozada is there. Plays it across. He's got Unsold too deep. Unsold back for Lozada. Off of the crossbar and in. First goal of the season for Iker Lozada. It's 1-1. Barca trying to get Johan Garcia, but he's from Espanyol. So it's that's why, that was what made the... you were here for this conversation last stream. That's what made the Build a Nation Croatia so difficult, is we couldn't do anything with Dinamo. We could get nothing done with Dinamo directly. They wouldn't take any of our loans. We couldn't get any of their players even if we wanted to. Because there's so many deep-seated rivalries in Croatia, there was only like the bottom half teams that would take our players. Dreshel, oh my God, tucks it home. More poor defense. And you know what? I'm blaming Joshua Quarshi on that. St. Pauli comes back like right away. Sigardo, great touch by Dashel, but Farshi just gave him too much space. And he's on a yellow, so I may have to break my rule. My rule of thumb. It's not really a rule. Oh, that's right. We're rivals. Bringing on the Loney Groyce at halftime, at mid time. One, I very rarely make moves at the half, unless we're like getting obliterated. Sometimes we're getting obliterated. I'll just like be like, all right, time for these guys to play. Nice back heel again. Svider took his time, and then Rochel takes his man out. St. Pauli wins the free kick. Oh God. So I rarely make subs at the half. But I even more rarely replace... Oh, for fuck's sake. I even more rarely replace one of my center backs. And, oh my lord. So Kostenmeier sent it long. Neither of our guys could win it. It came to Sagrado. Batelli, one touch... blasts it from distance. Ponov is like, where am I? St. Pauli scored 3 goals on .73 XG. I don't want to make sub. I want to shout. We're berating the team. Landazuri. Yeah, just dribbling into the defensive corner. No, you're good, my man. All right, Landazuri, let's go. Let's make something happen. Unsold. Lazada, come on, out wide. There you go. Finds Danny Pools. Pools, Landazuri at the corner. In for Unsold. He gets it away from Medic. Svider, deep. His cross blocks. Svider then puts it across the goal mouth and out. I may have to make some subs. Marshall's doing nothing. Now he's in a bad mood. Fine. No, you're done. Toby's anxious now. So let's bring Svante in his place. Brody is very frustrated. No shit, my friend. We'll bring on Lilian Egloff in his stead. Egloff's motivated. Andretta's an asshole. So Andretta is gone over the summer. Of course, I say that. That's why I don't like making comments like that. Like, we're getting rid of this guy. Because every guy I want to get rid of, I can't. Now, if he's out of contract, fantastic. Makes my life easy. But if it's a situation where I need to sell him, always when I want to sell a player, I just never can. Ruger around the side. Ingelsson, deep. Plays it in off of Ivan DeBongo, and it is a goal. HANSA Rostock comes back within one. It's still 3-2 St. Pauli. Not sure how this one went in. But Svante Ingelsson, oh, that's how. I didn't see the initial deflection when it was live. DeBongo in. Sauk. Oof. I was worried with that deflection off of Groyce. Excuse me. Sauk, back post. Cleared. Somebody go after it. Here's one of the things that annoys me about Football Manager. It always seems like when you're on the defensive corner and your player clears it, the opponent always gets there. When you're on an offensive corner and the defense clears it, they always clear it to one of their guys. No, I see he got injured, but I'm letting him suffer. Ugh, I gotta bring in the asshole. Svante. See, now he's not injured anymore. I'm taking... Oh, no, that was Inkelson. What the hell? See, I don't normally miss it when I'm like playing, but like I'm looking at chat. I'm looking to do, my focus is taken elsewhere when I'm streaming. Landazuri's gassed, but I don't care. I don't think I have any more changes I can make anyway. I was going to demand more, but it's not going to matter. Good job by the wall. Finally. Doesn't matter, though. Jesus Christ. That's 4 in a row, my friends, that we have not won. And you know what? I don't want to do the broadcast anymore. Andreas, you're going to be my mouthpiece now. And Egloff's out for 2 weeks. Just freaking great. Not really a lot to say after that one. Hey, at least Ryman is up to like a 6 point something. His last training session was a 4.9. At this point, I feel like we're going to be trying to hang on to this championship. We're still in first place. But it's narrowing. Actually, 4 points, believe it or not. I can't believe it's still 4 points. We've gotten very lucky in this run of games that the teams around us have kind of been like flip-flopping with each other and not really like converging on us. Union just came really close to making it 1-0. And if Australia Dave's here, like, we're giving him nothing to do. Well, we give him something to do. I guess he's not here. Oh, I made a... Where were we supposed to come in the league again? Does anyone remember? That's not really giving me what I need. This will. Oh, we were predicted to come in 16th. And I'm not sure what makes it. I agree with you. Not me. I feel like always stumbling at the end. Like, even when we were dominating in Croatia, how many seasons did we end with, like, 2 losses and a draw? Yeah, I think it's way too easy for players to become complacent. I've seen it in other saves. Like, you get, like, 3 draws in a row, and you've got guys who enter the match complacent. Like, what the fuck are you complacent about? Your fucking mediocrity? And it's always like right after a transfer window, so you can't do anything about it. Not that it's easy to do something about it all the time anyway. Definitely one of the things that needs to be addressed in whatever iteration of Football Manager comes next, or whenever that is. Which goes back to something I was starting to say like an hour ago. Not an hour ago, maybe 50 minutes ago. It amazes me that it's June 1st, and we still have not heard dick about Football Manager at all. Like, I understand that, like, when we had this conversation last year, I mean, well, we had it earlier this year and last year, not looking for the whole kit and caboodle. I don't need the big 5-minute gameplay video. I don't need roadmap releases. How about a, hey guys, we're still here. We're doing more than removing teams who are no longer licensed from the current iteration of the game. Because that's the only way that we've heard. I don't even care if it's coming out on schedule. I don't need that confirmation. I need to know that they are fucking doing something. That there is a chance that there is going to be another Football Manager in my lifetime. Because right now, it does not feel that way. And I wasn't planning on getting like all about this. But it really is just so frustrating. That we've gotten zero indication from them that everything's honky-dory. The closest is like little tidbits that come out that people like are scrounging for. Like that beta tester job that they put out for Bulgaria only, which is so fucking stupid. First off, beta testing, you can do that anywhere, and I really think that they should take advantage of the wide array of type of Football Manager players that they have, and not just go, oh, well, if you can legally work in Bulgaria, come on in. And that's the only thing, but that's not an official thing. There's not even anything on their website that's official. Like, they've got to, like, scrounge the internet. Like, somebody was on Indeed.com and saw that they were looking for beta testers in Bulgaria for Sports Interactive. What, the Sega thing? Literally the development update. The latest news is about the availability extended on subscription platforms. That was at the end of March. Are you talking about the Sega thing where they're using the FM data for their FC25 clone? Well, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they will share in the profits, maybe. But that's not on their actual site. There's nothing. How is there nothing? Miles, the last thing that he said is, I'm leaving X, I'm going to Blue Sky, I'll see you there, my name's going to be the same. Not a frickin' peep. How can there be not a peep? There should be a monthly update, a dev blog saying, hey, here's what we're working on right now. I don't need to know what you've done. I don't need to know when it's coming out. Just prove to me that you were doing something. Prove to me that we're not just spinning our wheels here. Prove to me that I'm not going to be playing Football Manager 24 for the rest of my life. Please. Yeah. Lozado and Ingleson here. Oh, excuse me. No, Grace is in from the start. Sorry, Farshi. Do I have a second team goalkeeper? He's not a registered, damn it. Florian Girth, come on in. I don't even want Ryman on my bench. Polsgrois, Mauserhund, Ruger. We're still forcing Ruger to learn the position. Svider, Landazuri, Ingleson, Unsold, Brody, and Lusada. You know what? Screw this. Landazuri's getting the game off. We're going to move Ruger back into his old position. I'm glad you want number 1. You're a backup goalkeeper. You're lucky you're getting 37. 39 should be your number. Dynamo Dresden sitting 15th. How are we going to do against yet another team that we should absolutely obliterate? Wow, 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 wow. In control of the ball right off of the kickoff. Yes, that's all I'm asking for, not me. That's all I care about. Even let me know what you're working on. Not where you are, just say, hey, we're working on tweaks to the match engine. Hey, we finished the redesign of this part of the UI. I don't know, Saz. I don't want to hear that from you. Last time you and I talked on this subject, you're like, nah, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. That was September. Spider looking back post. Unsold, but Null is over there. At this point, anything is going to be really good. And don't get me wrong, I am still enjoying Football Manager 24. I am. I still play it. I'm using it for the new YouTube series. I like it better than 23. I'm not going back to 23 over 24. I think even if I tried, I'd go through that transfer process and I'd be like, what the hell is this? Oh, good steal by Ingleson. Unsold. Come on. Back for Spider. Too strong, and it's over the bar. You were dead right on that. You were saying that long before it became public. Bandama. Looking for his man. Not going to find him. Malzohun clears it away. Chested down by Spider. Terrible pass, man. Sorg. Ikusemi. Oh, Nuremberger was in all fucking alone. What the hell, man? Oh, it's terrible. HANSA Rostock 0. Dynamo Dresden 1. crap, I'm on them. I've reached the point where I need to... Oh, I guess I've had the heat on for 2 hours. It'll only stay on for 2 hours. Nürnberger out wide to Gerster. Cut out by Gross. Danny Pills. Look at this high line they're playing, man. Jesus. Literally, as soon as I tell him to pass more direct. Look at that shitty clearance by Pools. Godari. Nürnberger. What the fuck? Second goal. First 2 goals of the season, this son of a bitch. He may have been offside. Ugh. He wasn't. Holy fuck balls. Dominating in possession. I don't know what's happening here. Unsold in. Nobody. Oh, Gross down. Brody. What the hell? I did a bottle throw in the last match. I'm going to have to do another one. And by the way, I'm planning on it. If we don't score a goal here, if we don't get one back before the half, I'm absolutely throwing the bottle. Hell, I threw the bottle last time at 1-0. Now it's 2. I wish you could throw a bottle during the match. Unsold in. Third time the charm. It's over. Everyone. Oh, penalty. 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 Let's go. Let's get one back. Come on, boys. They fucking missed this, though. I would throw myself out of the chair and storm off, but I can't do that right now. My back is killing me so bad. Unsold. Oh, fuck you. 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 Grace, Brody. I'm really starting to think that we need to make a tactical change. Like we're being forced into a tactical change by Football Manager. I'm pulling off the guys who look stressed. I don't fucking care. I threw a water bottle and made a triple change. Yeah, we're dominating and still losing huge. Those are probably the first 2 shots that guy's taken all fucking year. And he scored both. How did Fufak step in front of a guy and then 2 steps later the guy got back in front of him? Farshi, Rosh, look, wide open in the fucking middle, and he just drops a short pass to Brody. Like they're making dumb mistakes. Grace, Farshi, Andretta was offside. It's fucking offside. We're berating the team. There's no reason not to call Andretta. Like, you bitch about not fucking playing, and then you play like an absolute fucking moron. There you go. You onside this time, you son of a bitch. Croatia cross. Foof! Just missed. I don't care if Eglov's injured still. Get out there. Let's just go for it. What if we give up another one? What the fuck's it gonna matter? But this will make us winless in 5. I mean, come on. Sorry for passing it back to his goalkeeper, and it just rolls on in. That's what happens. We go very attacking, and then we just they shit themselves. In fact, we're gonna go even. Oh, we can't do that. Much higher defensive line, massive press, step up more. Let's go. There you go, Farshi. Russia up! What happened with our corner? Oh, we're still gonna lose 2-1. If we got a point from this, it's a fucking miracle. Malzahund. Spider quickly to out wide of Vufak. Overtaken by Ukumesi. Kabir Ali to Peringer, and Ponat makes a save. Yeah, I sugarcoated the response there. But, come on. 3 points with the game in hand. So, Herta Berlin, with a win in their game in hand, they pull even with us. I think we'll still be ahead on goal difference. But we have just lost back-to-back matches against... Where was St. Pauli? I know Dinamo Dresden was 15th. I think St. Pauli was 11th at the time. They're 11th now. I'm sending my assist. I can't even. I just can't even. All right, I need more drinkies. Destroy team morale more than we already have. I'll do it right before the Karlsruhe match. I'm actually pretty good with those, generally. My track record is okay. I mean, do we get the results that we need? Not always. All right, it's going to take me about 5 minutes to get up out of this chair. Hang tight, everybody. Thank you so very much for being here. Got a new YouTube series starting tomorrow, and we will be back in just a minute, so hang tight. Tell you guys, getting old. 0 stars. Do not recommend. Ooh. Oh. How is Philly not taking advantage of a 10-man Dallas side? All right, Nuremberg can come within 1 point if they can beat Karlsruhe. Not sure when Herta Berlin is going to make up that game in hand. Yes, I highly recommend that. That is a brilliant idea. Thank God for coffee, though. The problem with drinking coffee like this during a stream, though, it's not that it keeps me awake. Karlsruhe beat Nuremberg. Thank you so very much. It's that I know I'm going to pee like 3 times in the middle of the night. So I'm going to have to get my janky ass back out of bed and into the bathroom multiple times. Because again, getting old, 0 stars. Do not recommend. All I wanted to do... Oh, Herta Berlin drew. So they're only 2 points behind us. There's that game in hand. They drew St. Pauli 1-1. And we've already beaten our board's expectation, original expectation, which was to not get relegated. But I'm going to have to start thinking about a new tactical system. Just in case. Water runs through you in like 10 minutes? No, it doesn't. It's not the way it works. It just seems that way. Oh, we're 6 million in the hole. Speaking of which, I wore a hole in my freaking socks. No, maybe the water you're putting in is like pushing other stuff out, but it doesn't work that way. Oh, shit. Oh. I just had to do like this weird maneuver to get my left sock off because I couldn't pull my that just sent Landazuri home. I couldn't reach down without completely tweaking the crap out of my back. Oh, jeez. Supposed to be lumbar support in this chair. Excuse me. Gotta get back in time. Get back in time. Get back, Marty. At least we're untouchable in our job. Who cares about the scouting update right now? Loan stats, everyone's at least content. Niels Furling is playing pretty well. I do like his speed. We just don't play wingers. He's also 31 years old. Oh, he's already leaving for Vasas at the end of the year, so we don't have to worry about him. So Karlsruhe, who just beat Nuremberg on our behalf. And then that game against Nuremberg now on the road in a little over a week is going to be massive. True top of the table 6-pointer. Whatever lead we had is just evaporated. The question is, when do we have, if they allow us to even have, I can't believe that you have to like get permission to have a team meeting. You should be able to have a team meeting whenever the hell you want. Now, maybe if you don't have multiple ones in a week, but if I feel like I need to have a team meeting the day before a match, and then we lose, I think I should have the option to have another team meeting before the next match. It's 7.15 is not really good. How is this guy so cheap? 20 determination. Passing's okay. Vision's really good. He can't finish. So I guess he's not much of a striker. But, if we use him as a deep lying forward, it's only a secondary stat. Oh, he's joining Nuremberg. This guy only plays positions we don't play. I know we could always retrain him somewhere else. Yo, Pittsburgh Dave. How you doing? I'm distinguishing my Daves now. I got Pittsburgh Dave and I've got Australia Dave. I watched the second half. That's why I'm wearing the PSG kit. Well, the Messi kit. It's my Messi kit. It's not. I don't care about PSG. All right, Nuremberg won, so they are now 1 point behind us. We must win to maintain our lead in the league. A Messi kit, yes. Lionel Messi. But yeah, I mean, it was a terrible game. But, they absolutely deserve to win. Every time I was paying attention to that match, PSG had the ball and was threatening to score. What I was surprised about is that it was PSG's first time winning. We're not favored in this fucking match. Ole Jan is back to full training. That is very good. They're going to want him to start. And I would love for him to start. But I just don't think he's going to be ready. He's literally just got back to full training today. Let's encourage. Yeah. Let's go. Look, even Dominic Raymond had a positive reaction. Oh, you're kidding me. On penalties? I think the only time I won it was as PSG. Of course, it's the only time I've ever played in France, too, so. Let's dance. Yes, the Pacers beat the Knicks. Karlsruhe SC in 7th place. We are on the road. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult. Oli Run, did I also see Arize's back? Ish. All right, so Arize and Olian are coming back on the bench. Landazuri is injured. He's off. Aaron Opoku is actually wanted. I've never done a loan deal with the percent of next sale. I didn't think that was even possible. All right, Toby will come back in. Final in Dallas, 0-0. They were 70 minutes of football with 10 men. Or against 10 men, and they couldn't do anything. Philadelphia Union starting to look a little bit like Karlsruhe here. Let me filter out the second team again. I've never seen that on a loan because it's not a permanent deal. Let me try something here. Maybe get these guys up just a little bit more. Oh, if there's a mandatory future fee, then that's not part of the loan. That's part of the sale. So that's a loan to buy. So Veggie, you're loaning them out for this year. At the end of the year, they're going to buy them for that set amount of money. And then the percent of the future fee, that's the same as any other permanent deal. Serious moonlight. Well, I guess they're adding that in if they're doing an optional fee, but there's got to be a fee. There has to be some kind of promise transaction, or at least when they're proposing even an optional fee, they're saying, so, okay, if we buy it, here are the terms that we're going to buy under. Good job on the back check by Ingleson. All right. You do if they get a fee for the player. Absolutely. And those are then the clauses that you could potentially sell down the road. Where you say, okay, I'll take X amount of money now instead of when you sell the player. Are we going to get a frickin' highlight? Oh, for God's sake. First goal of the year, of course. Let's go. Get it back. Come on. Malzahn Ruger. Look how deep they get so many of their guys. Ingleson to Malzahund. Gross. Svider. Roschel. Unsold. What the hell? That was frickin' terrible. Like at this rate, we're going to not even be in the promotion conversation. Rachel Unsalt. Oh my God. We look so good and so shitty all at the same time. %63 possession. Not that that always matters, but you think it should be some indication of how things are going. Like, we're not even, like, looking positively. Brody cycles it back. Ruger. Across. Fighter. Like, in a terrible position. Look how bunched up we are. Brody. Ingleson. With a lane. And he missed it. Goalie got a hand on it. All right, let's go. Come on. Rochelin, popped up. Ruger can't get it. Ingleson keeps it alive. Rochel, Ingleson in the box, sending it across. Brody can't get his head on it. And of course, Furukawa outruns Ruger. Fuck you guys. Oh, that's just great. Ooh, that was a good strike by Iker Lizada. And so then, oh, that was weak by Mazahund. When did I do a shout? Demand more. Unsold manages to bonk it off the guy standing right in front of him. Ruger. Ugh. Unsold misjudges another one. Slazada over the top. Egloff. Ugh. They're just everywhere. Lozada around the side, unsold. Yeah, he's got men in the middle. Egloff! Goals are what, like 18 feet? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I've had to make 2 changes in the first half because of injuries. Can this get worse? We are winning this game in every statistical category imaginable, except for free kicks. You've had 3 Wonder Kids stay and take more money from their own clubs than what you offered. So they stayed at their own club for more money? That's not unusual. Now, if you said they stayed for less money, I'd get it, but that could also... What do you mean you've never seen it before? Like, I'm not understanding. Wait, I'm going to even just pause the game while I try to figure this out. So you're telling me you offered a contract to a new player. Okay, so I don't think you're saying what you think you're saying. I'm using not me's tactic. I don't know what to say. This is the one we built together. So, Veggie, where are you managing? Because from the way you phrased it, they're making, let's say, 10 grand a week with you or with them. You want to add them, you're offering them 15 and they're staying at their place for 20. That's how you phrased it. Okay. You should have offered them more than 72. They might have come. That was a bit flat on the offside. Oh, they didn't call him offside. Why? Because I don't understand. I'm not sure what you're saying. Don't worry, Sass. There's nothing good happening on the game anyway. Like, are you saying that South Americans should just naturally want to come to England so badly that it doesn't matter how much they get paid? Brody's in. Yes! 6th of the year from Maxime Brody. Finally, we've equalized it and showed some life. Well, I would say they're just getting more intelligent. So would you move to a different country for less money? Would you move halfway around the world to make less money doing the exact same thing? Like, I guess I'm just not sure what point you're making. Now, if you were saying that you were Watford, you're offering them 75 grand and they're staying at home. Oh, Yannick Malzahn inside the near post off of the corner. Finally, Unseld does something well. I would understand your gripe if you're sitting here, I'm Watford, I'm offering them 75,000 and they're staying at home for 34. I get that. So? I saw that. I was watching the game. I was waiting to get your take on it. Veggie, I don't think you understand the point you're making. You're making a huge assumption. You're making a huge assumption that South Americans give a flying fuck about England and UEFA. I would feel confident in saying that most players in South America care more about winning the Copa Libertadores than they do about the Champions League. Yeah, and they're making less money with you, so that's why I'm trying to figure out what your point is. They're not moving halfway across the country. I'm offering them $3 grand less a week. Fukuwara into the middle. So what? Like, everything you're saying is not convincing me that you are not blatantly wrong in this case. Veggie, they're getting paid more than you as a Premier League team are willing to pay them in South America. How can you make that point? Pay them 150 grand a week. You've got a point. You don't know that. And you know what? Maybe they'll move to the Premier League in 2-3 years when they are actually getting offered that money. But they're not going to take less money now because you think they're going to make more money on their next contract. We finally win. This is our first win in 6. Meanwhile, here's the bad news. 2 to 5 months with a hip injury for Svante Ingelsson. 6 to 9 weeks broken ribs for Toby Rochel. I'm not making an assumption. You said, why would they not come to make more money in the Premier League when you as a Premier League team are offering them less money? There's the answer to your question. Offer them more money now and then get on their case if they decide to stay home. If they decide to stay home, that's their choice to make. But right now they are following the money, which for them, in their mind, is in South America. Pair of assists for Sammy Unsold. How did I piss him off by praising him? Now, it's a little different. Like if you're talking like when I was in Croatia, I'd offer 25 grand a week to a player, and he'd sign for 12 grand a week with Chelsea to play for the U19s. He's taking less money, but he's going to a higher reputation league. But within Europe, he's staying within Europe. I get that. Going for less money. And in that case, I go, oh, well, he's probably making a bad decision because he's not going to get the playing time that he would have gotten with me. And I was going to be paying him more money. But here you're saying that you didn't even offer the same amount of money that he could make in South America. There's no reason for him to leave. Except for assumptions that you are making based on biases that you have based on your geography. What? Stop what? I'm just reacting to the chat that's going on in my stream. What, you pay for the American, but America compensates you for taking our players? Veggie, you don't know that. Were you offering a structured contract that was going to pay him more in the upcoming years? Okay. So you know that right now he's getting paid more than what you were willing to pay him. Period. And fine, maybe in 3 years when he signs a new contract, he's not making as much as you would have offered him if he was on your team and you were renewing him. Fine. But there's a good chance that Fulham's going to come through and pay him 150 grand in 3 years. Were you going to do that if he was only making 69 with you? Okay, were you Man City offering him the contract? That's irrelevant. And there are guys making a million a week in Saudi. So what? Benny's right. It doesn't matter what. Who cares what Man City are doing? First off, I'm sorry, you're fucking Watford. You ain't Man City, man. The way FM's built, you're never gonna be. Maybe in 2075 you might catch up. My top player is Svante Ingolson making 25.5. Same with Iker Lozada. I got Matt Sawyer, 22 years old. 22 years old, he's making 1,100 a week. Do you think he should be just because I've got somebody making 25.5, he should? So what? It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Oh, I'm still moving on. We're just talking. What's going on with Thomas Vachmuth? He's not getting playing time at Havelse? But Benny's right. There is a confirmation bias. We all think that it does. Perfect example. Sorry, Veggie. Perfect example. The NHL. I'm a hockey fan. There are certain players that have left the NHL and they've gone to play in the KSL, or the KHL, excuse me, in Russia. Part of that is they are Russian. A big part of that is they are Russian. And they are now a big fish in a small pond, or a smaller pond. But Americans go, why would Ilya Kovalchuk want to go spend the rest of his career in Russia? He was playing with the Devils. He was challenging for Stanley Cups in Tampa Bay. It doesn't matter. Not to him. We think it's a big deal because we live here. And we think the NHL is the be-all, end-all of professional hockey. But it is not. Not necessarily. And it's the divide is even bigger in football. Congratulations to the Edmonton Oilers on making the Stanley Cup Finals. Veggie, the money is irrelevant if the player's not worth it. And I'm going to... Okay, you want me to be perfectly frank? I'm going back to the big screen. If you thought the player should come over because of the money, you should have offered him more money. But you didn't. You offered him less, and he stayed home. Don't talk to me about the money if you weren't willing to put up the money. And don't tell me, well, in Watford, I couldn't afford it. Then you are completely obliterating your own argument. You offered, what do you mean top of his range? And maybe you did. Because that's what his agent said it would take. Potentially take. But then you know what his agent did? He called up daddy and said, Mommy's willing to pay this. What do you got? Happens all the time, man. After the agent got off the phone with you, he immediately called River. No, I'm not being biased the other way around. It's happened to me so many times, but in the real way where I actually offer more money and he doesn't come. Because I would have the same bias. I'd be like, why would you not want to play in one of the preeminent leagues in the world? But it's not. It's one of the preeminent leagues in Europe. And technically the United States with the TV money. All right, we've got a massive match coming up against Nuremberg. They knocked us out of the DFB Pokal on penalties in the quarterfinal round. They were a mid-table team at the time. They are now 4 points behind us. Now, no matter what happens, we'll still be in first place. That is the good news. The bad news is the obvious, that if we lose, we only have a 1-point lead. We win, and we start to reassert ourselves at the top of the Zweite Bundesliga. Can I just get rid of him? And the only thing with having the leagues on is it does make a more realistic representation of what happens in the world. Oh, we can't have another team meeting. That's okay. We're on a high. We finally won a match. We're a better team than Nuremberg. We've already determined that. And we should have 2 strikers back. Arize and Oli. Why still only 45 minutes? It's been a week. All right, Lozada's gonna have to go back here. You know, how is Landazuri back to full health? Whoa. You know what? I'm going to make him... He will be a target forward. I just... You're getting so upset over... I'm going to need to bring somebody up from the second team, I think. I need another central midfielder on the bench. Why are they all on... Why did I not register these guys? What is wrong with me? Henkel's going to come in. So it's going to be Spider, Landazuri, and Lozada in the midfield. Unsol and Brody flanking, Arize making his return. Oh, you know what? No, Lillian Egloff. I don't feel comfortable. The guy is only coming back on a fitness test where they said maybe 45 minutes. I don't really feel comfortable starting him. Puls, Groys, Moisahund, and Ruger, Polnath. Joshua Kwarshi has basically lost his job, at least for right now. Because like Farshi, I saw him make mistakes. I'm not saying Groys makes those same mistakes. He might be making them. It's just it's not nearly as obvious as it was with Joshua Kvarshi. Top of the table, 6-pointer, a 4-4-2 from Marcus Flantz and his FC Nuremberg side. We are on the road in Nuremberg, Germany. Start again. In there. Oh, my God, almost in there. Oh, good hustle by Groys. And then he's dispossessed by Pendras. White wedding. Nice day to start again. Ooh, Landazuri taken out. Bye-bye. Say goodbye to Kastrop. There's a red. Straight red, baby. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Okay, I'll take that request. Brody to Landazuri. Makes a nifty turn out wide for Pools. Pools, Landazuri. Across unsold, blocked. Out for a corner. No, CJ, every once in a while, like, people come up with this weird shit. Oh, Sebastian Kreuz. What a goal. His first ever for HANSA Rostock. Nuremberg 0. Rostock 1. I mean, we can't really see where, like, he was in front of the goalkeeper, came out off of the line to the edge of the 6, and headed that one home. Goal of the season candidate, in my opinion. Unsel again, this time from the near side. Sends it in. Malzahn clanks it off of the crossbar. Goal kick. That was so very close. Spider knocked. Oh, come on, you asshole. You son of a bitch. We're going with the double Carol arrow. That's a change I should have made when we're having that bad run. Pedros, watch him equalize on the corner here. Good clearance by Malzahn. Do we get there first? Nope. It's corner taker Pedros. Gets it again. Still with it. Baumgartel. Wisniewski into the middle. Oh, Hills, man. Great close down by Malzahn. Rat jam, baby. Cleared away. Oh, look at that. We tracked one down on the clearance. And then Unsold easily overtaken. Puels, though, finds him out wide. Bit of a heavy touch. Puels with it again. Dispossessed. Landazuri's got it. All the way across to Ruger. Let's go, Ruger. Toward the byline. Back post. Unsold. Can't win the header. Puels keeps it in. Puels. Brody. Blocked. And Neukirch finally gets it forward to Hilligsman. Yeah, we need to win our second in a row here. Both teams playing with 10 men. Ruger can't get there before a Baumgartel. Malzahn to Ruger. How he didn't lose it there, I don't know. Ruger. Brody. Oh. That was a nice attempt. Doing better. The team looks like the team that's dominating. Oh, Yannick Malzahn. Our corner game is on point tonight. Second corner goal delivered by Unseld. And Australia Dave is back in the house. Count the goals. Grace and Malzahn with corner goals. 3 shots on target in the match. All of them for us. 2 of them have found the back of the net. 2-0 your score after 45. Perfect. No notes. Oh, take my nighttime meds while I'm here. Good job, Ponaf. It's got it going on. Well, I'm never surprised by scoring on corners. I'm using one of two sets of rotations. Either the ones that not me developed and I've just been using for years, or the variation of which that I toyed with it a little bit when I was with Gloucester. Unsold in the middle. Brody! What is that? Again, so sorry. Oh, fuck off. A makeup goal if I've ever seen one. What on earth was that? Oh, now we're demanding more. Brody's on a 6-5. He is not having a good game. And you know what? I think it's time. Oli Jan, come on back. Brody's taking these weird chances. Oh, is he onside, Sebastian Groys, with his second? Abso-fucking-lutely. You $3. Our center back getting way up there on offense. Yeah, we're making those changes. That change. Sorry. I mean, all of our players, with the exception of the goalkeeper, all of our players have a rating of 7.2 or above, except for Brody. So it's kind of a no-brainer to pull him out of the game. Yeboah gets it to Newkirch. Jairo Pedros back for Bouchard. I'm assuming nationality on that one. Oh, ooh, good coverage by Ruger. Now let's not do something stupid. Okay. Landazuri. At least Ponad made the save. Landazuri, get your head out of your fucking ass, man. All right, turned over to Pools. Landazuri, come on, make up for it. Over the top, he's got Oleon. Oh, it doesn't get there, but it comes to Egloff, and a huge save by Unbehound. You know, let's... No, we don't need to go attacking. We're going to dial things back just a touch. Getting another goal would be fantastic, but it's not necessary. Egloff. Oh, unsold. Oh, he still gets there. Across. Oleon! Welcome back, my friend. 9th goal of the year for Oleon. And the HANSA ROSTOCK with the icing on the cake. This one's over. 1-4. Why, what's wrong with Apple TV? Why are you upset with Apple TV? I don't mind it. Oh, really? I guess I don't go through the website. Are you watching on a computer? Like they've got an app now on the phone. Like for the longest time on Android, at least, they didn't have an app for Apple TV Plus. You had to go through your web browser. But that's not the case anymore. And that could be why they've done it, because, you know, they want people to download the app. Well, why watch on the PC when you can watch on the TV, on a smart TV? Look at this pass map for Nuremberg. That really just shows we kept them pinned back this whole game. That was utter domination. Absolute utter destruction. Man. Where's my little winky face? There we go. 7 points now separate us from HANSA, from FC Nuremberg. 8 points between us and Herta Berlin. Herta Berlin, of course, for some reason has not played. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'm not appealing this because I watched him go and do that 2-footed slide. Pay increase for Puels with one more match. I think he's earned it. 2 more assists for Sam Unsold. That was the second straight match. He has won player of the match with a pair of assists. So Unsold, I mean, we know why. Like, he's our main striker. He's our top goal scorer, but also our top assister. That's because he's taken all of our corners. 11 goals, 12 assists. Wait, I've got this filtered in. Although Dario Dorschner, 21-year-old, might be worth a look at some point. Although his vision and passing absolutely sucks. No composure or concentration. But he scored 9 goals for the B team. What do I have to respond to? Oh, the press conference. All right, guys, my back is done. And I've got a video to upload for tomorrow. So we're going to leave it there. A big win against Nuremberg. So we ended last stream with a loss to FC Nuremberg. And we end this one with a massive victory over FC Nuremberg. How delicious. Both games played away. Hertha Berlin is where we're going to start off next time. That's going to be a massive, massive game. And I think next time, let's just finish off the season. Hopefully I'm feeling a little better for that one. Let's see if there's anywhere we can raid. I can even pull up my damn... There we go. Hello, Twitch. Maybe I'll click the right button as far as rating is concerned. Affiliate anniversary stream. Ferdinand Baggies. Let's go over there. Friend of the channel rated us a number of times. We're going to do these. Doing a 24-hour affiliate anniversary stream. Playing Football Manager. Who's he playing as? He's playing as... It looks like Burnley. Nobody's perfect. All right. So join me in joining Ferdinand Baggies. We're gonna snooze the ads because it doesn't matter. Wish him a happy affiliate anniversary and come on back next time. Thank you for being here. And a new YouTube series starting tomorrow. We are with SV Elversberg in the Zweite Bundesliga. We are only using players from our academy that we already have on the team, of course, and the guys we already have on the team, and players from the Saarland region of Germany, which is this tiny region with like 40 municipalities, like not a lot of people. The town that we play in has 13,000 people in it in real life. So we're looking to become the team from the smallest community in the biggest league in Germany. Hope you join me for that. That starts tomorrow. It's a lot of fun, or I'm having a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys are going to have a lot of fun, but pretend that you do. And I'll see you next time. Till then, bye-bye.